Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. You're watching Seeing the Unseen with Christopher LaPrath. My name's Kenan, his son, and the producer of the show. Tonight, what's your favorite color? I think Christopher will have some great things to share with you about that. Now, of course, quick piece of housekeeping for anyone who's out there joining us for the very first time. Be sure to say something out there in the chat so I know you're here. The first time, of course, there's no charge, and then going forward after that, it's $10 per reading, or you can pay $100 and cover the entire month, which I feel like is a pretty sweet deal since the show runs 3 times per week. That's Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday at 6 p.m. That's Arizona time. Now, yeah, I'll just let Christopher get to it tonight. I know he's got some wonderful things to share with you. So thanks for tuning in and enjoy the show.
Hey, happy Wednesday. It's they call this hump day, but I like the incense in your honor and for you because this has to deal with renewal and being free of judgment on yourself, on your situation, and especially on others. So great blessings to you for renewal. That's going to be our group card tonight that we talk about renewal. But I want to first ask you, let's see, Marilyn's on first, right? So Marilyn, well, let's say if I asked any of you, what is your favorite color? You can just type in there what your favorite color is. And we're going to do a little role play here. So once you type in your favorite color, just, I'll take it from there and I'll give you an illustration. Okay, Marilyn, green. Really? Like, what? Come on. There are other colors other than green. Green is the color of slime, Marilyn. Ew. Okay, cancel, clear, delete that. I wanted to use this illustration. When you ask someone their favorite color, it's a completely non-judgmental question. And there's absolutely no criticism, no opinion. You just simply find out what a person's favorite color is. By the way, Marilyn, green's my favorite as well. Or you ask somebody, what's your name? You don't go, ew. That's bad. There's just no judgment, no opposition to it. So as you move forward in the days ahead, think about our society or our religion or our family and how they create opposition around even male and female. Female should be subject to a male. That's like saying, ew, Marilyn, that color green is the color of slime. The reason I'm telling you this is the less oppositional you become, that's a gauge on how you're progressing in this spiritual enlightenment. When you think about God, when you think about Christ, or you think about Buddha, there is no judgment there. And so that's what I wanted to send to you today, is this renewal. This idea that you flatten the curve. And notice when there's opposition, maybe an opposition to your viewpoint, maybe an opposition to the food you like, any type of opposition, it is trying to create a polarity where the ego gets involved and someone is trying to set them up themselves as higher or better. And it's actually many times because their self-worth or their self-esteem is very, very low. So that takes us to our group card tonight. And I had Kenan type in, I just found this really interesting because most of us, even though we're not astronomers or astrologers, when we look up in the night sky, we can identify like the Big Dipper, and we usually can identify Orion, and especially Orion's belt. Orion is known as the hunter in the sky. And so this card for all of you represents renewal and being rebirthed by light. Now, what does that feel like? Well, when you move into this renewal and this rebirth, you make room for it. And you know you're moving into it if you get frustrated, if you get cranky, if you get angry over the weirdest things. Stuff is falling away. You are losing stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. And that can feel really uncomfortable because for many years you have lived with it, become comfortable with it. And when something comfortable goes away, it can feel like you're losing your baby blanket where it's finally been torn, you've torn it to shreds over many, many years and it's gone. So that's one of the things I wanted to share with you tonight, because this area of space, this Orion and Orion's belt, it's known to be the home of highly, highly evolved beings that are dedicated to the progression of us. And they honor all beings, thereby, going back to the title of the show, Favorite Color, they honor all beings, no matter where they're at, what their opinion is, or what their favorite color is. Right? And this opens for tonight's show and moving on. This opens a sacred space for all of you. To look at your changes. Look how far you've come. And because it's been so subtle, sometimes you feel like, oh gosh, I think I've lost weight. And you don't know till you actually get on the scale that you have lost weight. It's very subtle. We may not notice it throughout the day or the week or the month. It's like that. It's like that. And all of a sudden your clothes start fitting a little bit more loosely. It's like that. That's your progression. So look at where you were and look at the changes that you're making, because these beings are here to elevate our thinking. So all of your fears, all of your setbacks from this card are being stripped from your energy now. And I know it sounds strange, but people become addicted. They can become addicted to their fears. And it makes no sense sometimes. But it is essential for these to fall away and for you to go through this process of renewal. So that's why the incense is lit over here. That you're moving into something far greater, and to lose your old stories. To lose your old stories. To begin to see people as they truly are, or to see their potential. And to see even people that have passed and how they have moved on. If you really focus on people that you have lost in this lifetime, I know you get an impression, at least an impression. Some of you may get a very clear picture. You get a very good impression. Let's leave it at that, the good impression, that they literally are and have progressed. And to see them as that rather than maybe who they were before, even here on the earth. And just moving into your greater purpose. Bless you with that one. Okay, my dear Marilyn, thanks for sharing that green is your favorite color. Okay. And Gio is orange. Diane is lavender. Okay. Alexa, baby poop brown. I love it. Thanks, Lindsay. All right. All right, my dear Marilyn, let's see what we've got tonight. You are, it's called the Guardian card. So what's happening here? You know when a child starts to walk and an adult will hold its hand, even after it begins to walk, and you take it out, it's going to hold. You're going to hold your child's hand. You're moving into unfamiliar territory. It's like you've always, let's say you've always wanted to go to Paris. So you've looked at pictures of Paris, but it's not the same until you actually get there. And when you get there, the pictures you've seen are just 2D, right? They're not 3D even, unless you get a pop-up book of Paris. But even then, a pop-up book of Paris is not Paris. For any of you that have been to Paris, you know what I'm talking about. You can become overwhelmed with smells and sounds and sensations. And so you get my point here. And so it can be a little bit, and you don't speak the language, it can be a little unnerving. You're moving into that area spiritually, but that's growth. Okay, that's growth. It's actually really thrilling. And you've got these guides to help you. And I'll address this tonight with all of us, because all of us, when we sleep, we travel. If you wake up really tired in the morning, the next night, tell your guides, listen, I like to travel, but I don't want to go to that many discos ever again. I'm not going night clubbing tonight in the universe. You can show me a few things, but right now, I'm having a physical experience on this earth. My body needs rest. And so it's important to keep that in mind. Keep that note by your bed and let your guides know to be very mindful of your body and that it needs rest. And you can go some places. But don't be surprised if in the morning you wake up with a club stamp on the back of your hand from Orion. I'm joking about that part, but I'm kind of not. There have been I've had some very, very unusual experiences with clients. Anyway, my point is, if you're feeling a little unsettled, just let it pass, okay? Just know that that's what's happening. Okay. And then we've got Jared and Kat. Okay. Jared and Kat. Here we go. Dr. J. Highly recommend you start practicing the national anthem. There's no urgency to it, but you're going to be asked to sing the national anthem. It's a really good just song for stretching your voice or exercising your voice. And anywhere where you've had so there's also this there's some tie-in with you with Grease. No, not the John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John Grease. Although those songs are great too. You could probably learn those. This is actually the country of Grease. Okay, okay, whoa. There's too much information coming through here on this one, Jared. I'm going to probably have to spend some time with you on this one.
His dad's family is Greek too in the chat.
Your dad's family is Greek? Oh my God. Okay. I'm getting all of you can drop off the show now. It's just going to be me and Jared. I'm going to talk to him for 3 hours. Jared, I have to call you on this one. It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a previous life coming through with Grease. There's some unfinished business there. Or not unfinished, but there's some kind of there's something with that. All right, my dear Kat. Kat, I know you've had this card before. So, I don't know. There have been several portrayals of this in the movie, like Superman or the television series Superman, where Superman gets his X-ray vision, and he kind of, when he first gets it, he starts burning through walls and yeah, kind of creates chaos when he's getting used to his gift. You've been really in the past. This is the judgment. This is the oppositional that I started the show with. Is about the favorite, the favorite color, where you've been judged about your viewpoint on something in the past, and anywhere where you've been taught that you need to hold back, are you willing to let go of that now? Are you willing to speak your truth and understand that that truth changes? We all know that. Sometimes our favorite color changes. But this is the illumination card. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this in the same lines of Marilyn, where not being afraid or questioning what you are seeing and how you're seeing things, trust that. Also, there's when you open this spa, I'm not recommending it. I don't see that you go and take massage therapy yourself, but there is something with your hands. There's some ability that you have with healing. Like if your kids have an owie, if they've hurt themselves, start there, lay your hands on them, but be aware of your ability to heal, like literally hands-on healing. When these powers come through for us, it can be a little disconcerting or scary, or we want to left brain it. We want to be able to explain it. No, there's no explanation for it. Okay. And then we got Tiff. Hey, Tiffany. Thanks for being here again. So, Tiffany, I love that we live in Arizona, because just an hour and a half away you can be up in the woods. But I see you going to the Northwest, like Seattle, the Olympic Forest, the Olympic National Forest. If you've never been there, it's just... This is really important for you, Tiffany, to be more, as much as you can, be as much as you can in nature. Water, trees, especially trees. Trees will help literally heal you. What's the name of that Japanese oil? Hinoki? Hinoki? Yeah. Kennan's going to type in the chat Hinoki. It's a Japanese oil that's made from Japanese cedar trees. But you can buy this, you can buy it online, Tiff. Or you can buy cedarwood oil. Arbor Vitae. Arbor Vitae is another wood oil. There's something really powerful with these trees for you. And it's almost like, I'm not recommending you go join Greenpeace, but there's something... Okay, so if you can just even donate a little bit of money toward an environmental cause. I don't know, it feels like your daughter's coming through on this one. even if it's $5, there's something that the earth, yeah, you're just needing to be in the trees, and something with preserving the earth, preserving the trees. It's like joining some type of nonprofit, or even starting. I don't know if you've been thinking about doing a nonprofit, but it's something along those lines. There's something with that's going to be very, very blessed and very good that will come back to you 1,000, 10,000 fold. Okay.
So your sister Diane next.
Okay, Danny. Thank you. So maybe in this spring, there's something with the Hopi and Navajo tribes, and going up into that area. It would be like a weekend trip or something. So I would highly recommend, I've recommended this to Marilyn Pitts, but I also want to talk to you about that Alberto Villoldo. Can you type that in there for Diane? Yeah. Alberto, Alberto Villoldo, Villoldo. There's something with the Sioux tribe. It was like an experience when you were maybe 2 or 3 years old. Probably don't remember it, but there's something with meeting a shaman or being with this Sioux tribe, or going to a powwow. Somehow that's being activated, and this is kind of a previous life, or no. But you've got this relationship with that, but that's going to be downloaded to you as well. But there's this area of northern Arizona that's really important for you. You know, there are even ruins here in the valley that are important, that you can visit. Anyway, I'll call you on that one. Lindsay and Austin, okay. So, Lindsay, give me just a moment. This is a real challenging one. Oh gosh, what is this, Lindsay? What is this? Oh, it's art. Your gift is art. If I didn't do these readings, we are called to do certain things. And if we avoid them, we can get really frustrated. Make time for your art free of judging whether you complete it or not. It's about doing it. This is your connection. This is your major connection to spirit. Unequivocally. We've talked about this for almost 2 years, Linz. Your art is, it's like with Melinda. When Melinda's like her, she does these beautiful little like cards. I don't know what you call it, Melinda, but you can feel the energy behind it. People will feel this energy. This is what's happening. You're moving into more art. You don't have to do anything. It's just going to happen. You don't have to force it. You don't have to beat yourself up. Be free of losing and lose all that oppositional viewpoint about doing it, not doing it. It's just you're moving into it. It's happening. It's happening. It's done. That's why this card came up. And the time will open up for you to do it. Whew, man, that was a good one. And then Austin, any way, shape, or form that I always tell people when they're going through transition to go to Target, buy the pillows on sale, and scream into them. Allow your feelings to come up. Yeah. So, and then Lindsay, be free of making Austin's feelings about you. These are his feelings that are coming up, and it's important for them to come up. Because it's like I was talking before with this evolution or this moving up spiritually. It allows these feelings to come up. For those that are closed off spiritually, their feelings are really, really stuffed. But as you begin to really open up and you expand spiritually, it's important to express your feelings. And a lot of it, we don't necessarily have memories of when we were 1, 2, 3, 4 years old. Things that can happen that were innocent maybe of and by themselves wasn't innocent to the child, or it was scary to the child. So that's this kind of stuff coming up for you, Austin, which is great because it'll help heal. It will help heal. And then Lindsay, be free of it making it about you, or these are things, these are feelings that are coming up with Austin, with you, Austin. It's going to be more healing. This will be a focused year on your healing.
New person, Kim Campbell. That's Marilyn Pitts' niece.
Kim Campbell, awesome! Everybody, welcome Kim. It is Marilyn Pitts' niece. It's so nice to have you, Kim. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Kim. So what we do is, you probably saw me shuffle, and the card that falls out is the highest card or the most important message for you right now. And this is called the Devil's Play card. So this sends out an energy to you and for you of losing the judgment on yourself, or any judgment that you've taken on from family. It's kind of like saying, you're going to be noticing a lot of. All right, so let me put it this way. When there's a baby elephant, they put a chain around the baby elephant. And this kind of goes with you too, Austin. I'm going to go back to you, Austin. But so then as the baby grows, they will change the chain to a rope. Okay. And then finally, when the elephant is large, they only have to put a string on its foot, because it's so used to having these restrictions on them. So they still think in their mind it's chained, so they can't break free. No, no, no. This year is about you breaking free. This year is about you coming into your own. And playing. Devil's play is losing the judgment from other people, from religion, from spouses, from family, from in-laws. How much this is this freedom is coming up for you. Just being able to be and feel more free. That's what's coming up for you this year. And you find there's joy for you in like figurines. I don't know what that means, but there's something with figurines. And collectibles like that. Think about that, move into that, or what you liked when you were younger, when it came to like figurines. I don't know what these are, but it's collectibles. Okay? And really find joy in that. It's like I ordered these marbles. I was showing people the other night, because this is I used to have marbles that was very similar in a can like this, and it was like really getting in touch with my inner child. Kenan ordered a yo-yo, got a yo-yo the other day, and it's like, this is really cool. It's kind of like that. It's that feeling. All right, thanks for being here, Kim. Hey, Laurel, awesome. All right, my dear Laurel. You know what? You never have to try to be nice. You are nice. You're a good person. But remove yourself a little bit from I don't know how to put this, but it's like dull people. There's a Star Trek episode where the Enterprise goes and they find a ship that's kind of disabled. And the people on the ship are like, oh, we need your help. We're not smart and we need your help. And the whole thing is, that whole thing was a ploy. They're actually very smart. They knew exactly what they were doing, and their behaviors, they were very slow moving, and they acted like they were mentally troubled, but they weren't. And so they ended up like stealing the Enterprise, or trying to steal it. So anywhere where people are creating their reality that does not align with yours, Laurel, I'm not, like, energetically, you can cut them off, because that's the nice thing to do for you. It's draining you too much from these dull people. Go get back into doing your thing, girl. You don't have to wait for anybody. In fact, you moving ahead will be more of an encouragement to them than not. Jeff and Mia. All right, my dear Jeff. So, yell, Jeff. This is a warrior's cry. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do it in your backyard. They'll call the cops. But this is something where it's getting it out. Like, and literally sometimes you have to scream and cry to move the energy. This is the courage. Your courage is being rewarded. Look at how much courage you have. Look at the courageous things you've done. Anywhere where you have believed that your courage was foolish, can you release and clear all of that now? Move that out of your field. You are extremely courageous, and that courage is going to be rewarded. Can you look up the metaphysical meaning of ferns? F-E-R-N?
Yes.
I highly recommend, Jeff, you can get these at Lowe's or Home Depot. Get some ferns for your house, like in your house.
Like the meaning of a fern?
Yeah, the meaning of... Kennan's going to look up the meaning of the fern. There's something with the metaphysical plant, the fern, that's important for you. Fern. And then deer is definitely one of your spirit animals. Ken is looking that up, but let me pull a card for Mia. Thank you, Mia, for being here. First time, everybody, welcome Mia. So it's great to have you. Okay.
There's more too, but that's
Okay.
just-
So ferns have been used for millennia to spread through bark and soil. Ferns are prolific, but are barely known to most people because they hide beneath the ground in other areas out of sight. And then what's the metaphysical meaning of them?
It's a symbol of patience, endurance, and rebirth.
Okay, it's a symbol of rebirth and patience, Jeff. Fern is a symbol of rebirth. So as you go through this rebirth, that's the courage card. It takes courage to come to this earth. It takes courage to pass through a little tiny hole to get into this world. This is you moving into courage. What's that? Okay. So this is the rebirth for you. And that's why actually having ferns in your house will help remind you of that. Mia, remember the magic. Remember the magic. So they're showing me a magic show. And someone is coming through and telling me, remember the magic show, telling me to tell you, think of a magic show where the girl's put in a box and or she's put behind the curtain and then the curtain's pulled and then she's gone. But you know she's still there somewhere. That's why this person's coming through to go, hey, I'm not visible, but I'm still on stage. I'm still a big part of your life. I'm still a big part of everything. In fact, I'm a bigger part of everything. And that your life is now becoming more magical. Yeah, he's bragging about his like his sleight of hand, or how he will continue to have a hand in helping and guiding you. I hope that helps. Okay.
Yeah, so Teresa Navani.
Teresa Navani, okay. Teresa. This is the knower. It's the Sage of Crystals. Anywhere where you're not or have not trusted your knowingness, are you willing to fully trust it now? Anywhere where you've doubted your intelligence, are you willing to completely accept this intelligence now? O. You've gotten really, really good at being the knower. So let me just reiterate this. I've said this on the show a few times before, but for some of you new people, if I taught you the hardest word, how to pronounce the hardest word in the English language, I'm about to do that right now. It starts with N and ends with O. No. It's okay, Teresa, for you to be the no-er. It's okay for you to say no. This is you saying, no, thank you very much. You know what? That's not my policy. You can even phrase it when you say, well, that's not my policy. Well, people can't argue with the policy. It's like saying, what's my favorite color? People can't argue with why your favorite color is your favorite color. That's what a policy is. That's not my policy. No. 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 Can it help me stop saying that?
No.
No. That's all I'm getting. I don't know if is Avani talking? I'm sure she is. And probably she's like, no. And so learn from that. If Avani's saying no, learn from her. It's okay for you to say no, because you are the knower. And you'll know, and trusting your intuition, this is going to be really profound. Also, have you tried red light therapy? Infrared light therapy? Try it. All right. Avani. It's wonderful to have you on the show. Avani is Teresa's daughter, everyone. What is she almost 2? 1? A year old, yeah. Huh? Nearly a year old. Okay. Can't make this stuff up, Teresa. Fool child. New beginnings. So keep salt under her bed. Know that she sees things. Know that she's very gifted. So you know how you check her diapers a few times a day? Just check her field a few times a day. I got to tell you this story. So years and years ago, my niece had her baby. And she finally got the baby down for a nap. Maddie, her name, my great niece's was Maddie. And so she put Maddie for a nap with her brother, a little bit older brother, in the back bedroom. And she had a baby monitor. In the kitchen while she was doing dishes, she had a baby monitor while the kids were sleeping. And she kept hearing these kids' voices laughing, and it sounded like they were jumping on the bed. And she's like, I just got him down for a nap. She kind of storms back there, and she opens the door, and Maddie and Trey are both sound asleep. She goes, okay, it must have been picking up neighbors or something. Anyway, this happened 3 or 4 times. And distinctly, one time, she heard this little tiny voice say, oh my God, look at our sister and brother. Aren't they so beautiful? And then she knew that it was this energy from spirit, angels, guides, fairies, whatever you want to call it, Teresa, that's just trust that that's really around Ivani right now. Okay. And then we've got Mindy. Okay, so Mindy, okay, so today I did taxes. I'm not I have not been in the past really good with math or really good with numbers. And so it was like I am really tired tonight. For instance, I had Kenan type in the 3 stars, the name of the 3 stars in Orion's belt. I thought it would be interesting because I didn't even know that they had names. But the names of the stars are Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka. But when I read it and I sent it to him in a text to put it in the chat, I totally misspelled them. It was like my brain couldn't look at the words. Or I was getting the words. It was like a little bit of dyslexia. You're just simply needing to rest. And any confusion that you've taken on from others, are you willing to return that now? It's not your confusion. People have no problem cleaning their house or cleaning their kitchen. Clean your field. Just take a minute, go into meditation. You have an energetic field around you. Clear it, clean it. All right, and then we've got
Yeah. Next is Karen Hill.
Karen. Hey. Karen is amazing. Karen is an artist in her own, and she heads up the UFO group in Tucson. I definitely want to come down there, Karen, one day soon. Okay, so we've got, you know what, Karen? This is the synergy card. This is everything. So watch some videos on the double slit experiment. It's the physics, and I know you're very smart. I know you know this. Any of you want to look up the double slit experiment, you'll understand that when particles go through 2 slits, or they'll show up. Let's say if you shoot bullets through these 2 slits, they're going to form a pattern on the cardboard behind, right? But for instance, when you change it to a wave, it creates 5 different lines. Anyway, my point of telling you this story, it's things are going to work out, but it's not how you expect it. There's a synergy to the universe you're not aware of yet. You're not aware, there's a synergy to things working out that you're not aware of yet. And you'll begin to see these unusual patterns and go, how did that form only through 2 slits? Oh, and your ability to communicate with, I don't want to call them aliens, but your ability to communicate with these higher beings and races is improving and getting stronger. This is letting go of the self-doubt, any self-doubt.
She said she was just denied a new job. that's really poignant, like extra.
She was denied
A new job, like she, yeah,
so you were denied a new job.
right, like
So yeah, this is where there's a reason you didn't get it. So I always tell my I tell my peeps, you've been on the show before, there is a higher vision behind you, Karen, behind all of us. That when we can't find our car keys, we're not supposed to go. We don't get the job, we're not supposed to have that, even though we think that we should. This is the universe telling you, Karen, but wait, there's more. It's like a Ronco knife commercial from the 70s. You know, slice them and dice them, but wait, there's more. You get a free potato slicer with this. That's what this card is. Oh my God, a great message. All right. Tinkerbell! Tanya, my dear. Woohoo! Okay, here we go. You got to move it, move it. Think about investing. Okay, number one, you need a massage, and you need lots of massage. Think of investing in a massage chair, Tanya. Highly recommend you scheduling a massage every week. There's also, Ken, what are the names of those balls?
lacrosse.
Okay, on Amazon, Tanya, order lacrosse balls. They're very hard balls. There's 3 different sizes, and you can put them on your back, on your hip, on your. They're amazing. Like I sleep with one in my bed every night. So if I wake up, my shoulders are tight. You can place one. They're amazing. They're called lacrosse balls, and they're very, very hard balls. But you're needing to move energy, especially from your shoulder and mid back area. Okay, and then we've got Marilyn and Abby. All right, sorry it's a little bit later, but it's not bad. So Marilyn, the nose knows. You've heard that expression, the nose knows. There are what clears sinuses, Kenan? What do you do?
Lots of neti pot is usually the go-to. I don't know. I've never.
So when sometimes when you're sinus, like I'm getting a huge ringing in my ear right now. When your sinuses, you can look up Louise Hay, Hay, sinuses. I easily and comfortably release all I no longer need. There's something coming up that's been stagnant for a long time. You know, this self-improvement work, it's pretty much constant. Once you're dedicated to it, it does become easier and more comfortable, but it still needs to be done. It's like you don't go in and you don't clean your house just one time and then never again for another 10 years. This is like constant. But what's coming up here is Spirit's wanting to give you like a neti pot. You know what a neti pot is? It's like it cleans your sinuses out. But this is like a needing to cry or let go. And it's okay to do that because it's just coming up to release. So just allow it to release. You're not going to be feeling it for days and weeks. And sometimes people hold it back because they're too afraid of the emotions behind it. No, this is absolutely letting go. That you're okay to let go of that now, to clean out the energy. One time, my old boss, I wrote down directions for her. I had these essential oils. I can't remember what I gave her, but she ended up using pure oregano oil in her neti pot. Oregano oil it can be very dangerous. It can actually chemically burn you. And she did her neti pot with oregano. She said, Chris, I thought I was going to die. I go, why? She goes, I misread your directions. Don't do a neti pot with oregano. Do not do that, Marilyn. This is stagnant energy that's coming up. If you've been feeling kind of funky or off, that's what it is. Just allow it to come up. And it'll clear. Like it's clear. It's actually clearing. All right, Abby, I'm glad you made it. I hope you made it home safe. All right. So, I'm going to use this illustration, Abby. You're going to the laundromat. Or no, yeah, you're going to the laundromat. We'll use the laundromat. But you have to find the quarters and you have to count your change. And you have to figure out, okay, the washers, I don't even know. I haven't been to a laundromat in years, but let's say washer's $2. A dryer's $1. So for every load, you have to figure out, okay, I have to have 12 quarters. My point of telling you that illustration is you have the quarters now to make the change and to help others make the change. You've got a stockpile of experience, a stockpile of wisdom, and you and Marilyn both have this ability to have like things come through you where your systems are more clear and you're getting more clear messages. Your lines aren't near as tied up as they were years ago, right? It's like you were on a party line many, many years ago. Well, we all pretty much were, but now you've got like a single line where you're not going to get interrupted. So trust, Abby, your ability to make energetic changes. For sure. You're doing it. You have made the change. Now you have the ability to do it in a huge way. Okay, Ashley, it's so great to have you on the show. Thank you. I hope you got my book. I did send my book to you Saturday. So you should get it today or tomorrow. Hopefully by tomorrow. And you want something very specific. Anywhere, actually, where you think the body odor is your body odor, are you willing to let go of that now and be aware of what else your nose might be picking up? And I'm talking about spiritually. And not taking that energy on and thinking that it's your energy. This is like, I don't know, it's like a friend, a business partner, somebody you work with that is a little bit like Pigpen on Charlie Brown. And it's that character in Charlie Brown that had the clouds of dirt around him all the time. So if you hang around people like that, you can begin, you can actually kind of feel dirty. And then you think that it's you, but it's actually energy. This is about, so get sage, get some incense, put salt under your bed. This is purifying. This is cleaning. You know what? On Amazon, you can order Palo Santo, right? Palo Santo wood?
Yes.
Palosanto. Palo Santo wood is one of my favorite incense. It's a wood that comes from Brazil. The shamans burn it, and it just smells amazing. Like, it's one of my favorite things. Kenan ordered some. We didn't we order more?
Yeah, there it's on its way.
Yeah, it's on its way. We can't really have enough of it. It's one of my favorite things to burn. But I highly recommend you cleansing your house with energy. Okay? All right, we have everybody tonight?
It's everybody.
Wow. Blessings to you all. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you Sunday night. Love you very much.